Oh jeez, it has been a while, huh? I'm so sorry for the long delay, but I am back and better than ever. I even got a new Sona design. How are you liking it, by the way? Feel free to give me your thoughts. But enough of that. I'm sure you've seen the title and thumbnail. Today, we are going to be redesigning Astro from Danny's World. Yes, I am a Danny's World fan. Please try to suspend your disbelief. Anyway, if you actually have a life outside of the internet and have no clue what Danny's World is, allow me to break it down. Danny's World is a multiplayer horror Roblox game where sorry. Danny's World is a multiplayer horror Roblox game where you play as one of the many toons in the game. Your objectives are to go through a multitude of floors while filling machines, getting research, and avoiding twisteds, which are monstrous versions of our beloved toons. Collecting research in Igor, the game's form of currency, allows you to unlock new toons throughout the game. One of these toons is Astro, the focus of today's video. He is a sleepy moon toon thing who can control other toons' dreams. I actually really love this concept. It's giving Luna from My Little Pony. By the way, if you watch My Little Pony, you're goated. Anyway, I have quite a few issues with Astro's design, so let's jump into the redesign. But wait, before I start, I'd like to say that I am in no way a professional, nor am I saying that my design is better than Quell's. I am simply applying some details I'd like to see in the design. If you don't like my design, that's completely fine. I'd like to see what you think of it, but please just know that this is only to have fun and is not an insult towards anyone. Okay, now we can jump in. My first big issue I had with this design is his hat. It's just way too small. Not to be offensive, but Astro, you have a really big head. Seriously though, this design clearly lacks balance. Because of the size of Astro's head, you can hardly see his tiny hat. So in order to fix this problem, I made his hat bigger, longer, and flowy, just to add a bit of extra flair. I also gave him a little star to fill in some of the empty space. This was the same reasoning for the fluffy parts I added to his collar and hat. As I said earlier, I wanted to make his hat stand out so I'd balance out the sides of his head, and I think that worked out pretty well. Another thing I changed were the colors. As you will notice throughout the speed paint, I gave his colors a more vintage feel, darkening them and making them a bit more deep in tone. I don't know if that makes sense, but just look at it. You'll see what I'm talking about. As well as that, I also gave his blanket some sparkly details and his head some dark oval patches to mimic the moon! One last thing I did was remove his legs. Okay, I didn't actually take his legs away, they're just not visible. I think the concept of a floating Astro would be really awesome in the game. Imagine the bottom of his blanket flowing like how Connie looks when she floats. Wouldn't it be so cool to see little stardust particles and sparkles as he floated too? Kind of like the trails the Startime skins leave behind. And here it is! There are some other details I added, but those three parts were the main things I wanted to talk about. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry again for being so inactive, by the way. Honestly, I don't really have an excuse, but know that I might make videos more frequently. Sometimes. Now that school is back, I'm going to be pretty busy, especially now that I'm trying to find a job. But I'll try to fit in some videos here and there. We'll see how it goes. That's all for now. I hope you all have a great day or night. Goodbye!